morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Middle of May. It's going to be a hot one today, so I'm starting as soon as I can when the sun hits this area. Hope you guys had a good Friday and a good week. We're just going to get started. Today we're doing another workout on our mat with your dumbbells. Didn't want to add any other props that people may not have, like magic circles or foam rollers or even the yoga block, because sometimes we just don't have all of those things at home. So I'm trying to keep it pretty simple. So we are going to start off at the end of our mat doing some roll downs. So with your feet about hip bone distance, make sure you have water too, because if you are doing these, even in the house, it's a little warmer than usual, so stay hydrated. If you're feeling fatigued during the workout as well, hydration is always helpful. Okay, so let's reach the arms up, breathe in. Cactus the arms wide, stretch into the back, open that chest, and then reach the arms up again, diving forward. We're gonna hang heavy and shake out the head left and right. And then bring the chin to the chest, tuck under the tail, roll up one vertebrae at a time, reaching up again, looking up, cactus those arms. And then again, reaching to the sky, diving down. Keep the tailbone kind of tucked. Really remember that this stretches for that low back and mid back. You want to be really broad across that rib cage. Shake out the head left and right. And then tuck the chin, roll up as if you're stacking against that imaginary wall. One more time, reach up, cactus the arms. Reaching back up, lean back a little bit for some standing extension, especially in the morning when we may be a little tight from sleeping in more flex spine, rounded spine. And then diving forward again. This time we're gonna lift the chin up and down. As I do this, I'll get my little watch set, my timer. Alrighty, so remember we're going to go ahead and bend those knees a little bit so you can get your palms down. We're going to walk out into a plank in as few hand steps as you can. Let's hold our plank for 10 seconds, squeezing down into the lats, squeezing your leg muscles, your glutes. Everything is working here. Let's hold for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to walk back to downward facing dog. So I'm going to walk my hands back just enough to get my heels down. And I'm going to just walk out the feet here by lifting one heel up as the other heel tries to press all the way down on your mat, and then switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this position, we are going to tap our knees down on the mat, lift our head, neck, and shoulder girdle into a quadruped, and then lift back up in a downward dog. Here we go. 2. Reach it back up. 3. We've done these before. 4. I want you to really squeeze into your shoulders, your lats, your chest, your back. We're going to go 4 more, tapping each time. 3. Abdominals are in. 2. Now this last one, we're going to come down on our knees for a set of push-ups. I'm going to rotate my hands slightly in towards, the center, kind of pointing to the center of the front of the mat. Shift the hips forward as I lift up the lower leg from the knee to the feet. All right, so just kind of find the position where you feel nice and strong and stable, and we'll go for 10 push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got one more. 10. Very good. Turn those fingers back to the front. Take one leg, reach it back onto the toes, and then the other leg. You're back in your plank. We're going to walk back to our feet with our hands. So start this by looking back to your feet, okay, pressing into your heels a little bit, and then start walking your hands back. Now you may have had to bend your knees a little bit. That's okay. And then you're going to roll yourself up, and as you do that, you're going to roll your wrists. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, that whole series. So we start by the rolling down, chin to chest, round your torso forward, hang heavy. Remember, if you need to bend your knees here to get your palms down, please do walk out in as few steps as you can. Holding your plank, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Walk back just enough to downward dog. Press down to your heels, draw your chin to your chest, look back and walk out your feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Tapping the knees down, quadruped, and then come back up. We're not really staying down there. Remember, we try to just hover if we can on those knees. The body weight shifts forward, but your shoulders don't shift past your wrists, okay? But make sure each time you come up, lift the pelvis, rock back on those feet. We got 4 more. Guys, you're doing good. 3, abdominals are in. 2, this one we come down to hold the knees down. Again, I'm going to turn my hands in. This is going to be that wide elbow push-up. Lift up the lower leg, draw down the shoulders. 10 push-ups. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Hopefully you're continuing to really get better at that push-up. 5 more. Practice makes us better with our movements. Last 2. 1 more time. Turn the hands forward. Take 1 foot back, other foot back. We are going to look back at our feet and then walk our hands back. Woo! That made us warm. And then roll the wrists as you roll up into standing. Very good. We're going to roll the shoulders a few times. Just turn to face forward here. Breathing. Good. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Very nice. Now we're going to grab the weights because we're going to be doing some work, not standing with the weights, but supine on our back. Okay? So come on down onto the back. We're going to start off by making sure that we're set up correctly where we have enough space for our feet and our head on our mat. Our knees will be bent. So I'm going to just do a slow roll down with 1 weight in each hand to come all the way down, 1 vertebra at a time until my head's on the mat. I'm going to walk my feet in a little bit, squeeze the feet and knees together. Sun is right there. I'm going to try to tuck my chin slightly so I feel like I've got a really good, nice neutral spine with no arched back and no imprinted spine. Okay, a little bit of space above your belt. If you need to put a towel under your head, if your head looks a little more like this, roll a towel or a pillow under the head. Let's start with a kind of a basic bench press. Wide elbows, palms facing forward. We're just going to go straight up and back down. Now I'm not bringing my hands together. I'm just bringing them up over my shoulders. So they are coming in a little more narrow. Again, you could have heavier weights. Our goal here is to really draw the ribs down, kind of knit your ribs together in the front. Your tailbone should be nice and heavy. Your feet are nice and grounded on your mat. We're trying to do 20. So let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5. What a beautiful blue sky. It's so nice out today. It's going to be warm. 2 more. Last 1. Now we're going to do a hug. So I don't have my weights over my face. They're more over my chest and maybe that xiphoid, that top rib area. We're going to go wide, tap the back of your arms on the mat, and then hug. There's a softness to those elbows. Good. Now we're going to do 10 without any leg movement. So we have 5 more here, and then we're going to add on a single leg lift to tabletop with each hug. So let's do 3 more here, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to hug right leg tabletop, bring that leg down. Left leg tabletop. So remember, you're not pulling your knee to your chest like this. You're floating up the shape of your leg from your foot to your femur. So at the top, it's a 90-degree angle from your femur, your thigh bone, to your foot. Let's do another couple sets here. 1 more set. Now hold this shape with your hug. Hold your left leg tabletop and then bring your right leg tabletop. Squeeze both legs together. Now turn your palms to face away. Their arms are long and straight, now they're touching. And then we're going to bend, pull the elbows in nice and tight, and then go up, tap, bend, tap. So I'm trying to kind of hug the side of my body as I bring my arms down into the mat. You can have your palms open or you can have them closed. I kind of tend to leave them open when I don't have a very wide handled weight in my hand. Just be cautious that you don't drop your weights. Let's do 10 more. How are those abs? If you're feeling any back pain, try not to arch your back. You may imprint here. So you may go into a little bit more of, not so much neutral. You may be pushing into that lumbar, which is okay here if you feel like you're arching. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And now turn your palms to face each other. And if you can, clasp your fingers together. And we're going to bring those elbows back over your shoulders. And then we're going to bend the elbows, tap right behind your head, and then go back up. We're going to do 10. And then we're going to add single leg toe taps onto the mat. As you bend your elbow, you'll be tapping one at a time. Moving from the femur again, not bringing those heels closer to the glutes. So let's do 3 more here, and 2, and 1. Now, when I bend both of my elbows the same way, I'm going to tap my right toe down, and then I bend, I tap my left. Notice again, I'm moving from my femur. I'm not just dropping from my knee. Trying to keep those elbows really hugged in tight. They're not touching, but they're pretty close, maybe a couple of inches apart. How are we doing? Hopefully we're breathing. Let's do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. Bring both feet down. Take your right arm down to the mat, your left arm back behind your shoulder. Now if your hand doesn't go all the way down to the weight, maybe it's going to be up just slightly, and then we switch. And then we switch. This is a lot of tricep, believe it or not. Back of the arm. The elbows are just a little soft. Your arms are not locked out on this. Now pull the ribs in. Pull the navel in. Breathe. Feel how your back is working here. Your scapular bones are kind of, getting a nice little gentle movement. You want to really work on proper scapular protraction and retraction in the body. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, take the left arm or the right arm, whichever one is up at the ceiling at this point, and the other arm out to the side like a letter L. And so we're going to bring the left hand down. I'm going to turn, I think I'll just keep my palms facing in here. Keep that left scapula down. Now I'm going to bring my left arm down to the outside of my hip as my right arm comes in, and then I'm going to switch. In the studio, we do these on the reformer with our hands in our straps, and we call them cheerleaders. Nice. So we have one arm going up and back down, one arm going lateral, and then back in. And it's surprisingly hard to work the dumbbells in a supine position. Thought we would switch it up today because we've been doing standing with plies and squats. Thought this would be a nice change. Let's do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. Now go ahead and put your weights down. Roll out your wrists, wiggle your fingers. We're going to move on to some abs here. We're going to start with our hundreds. So float your arms up. Boy, the hands and arms feel really light now. Press the back bones down, squeezing the legs together. Pull them to tabletop. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bow, extend the legs, turn out, pump the arms vigorously. Breathe in. Blow out. 9 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now as you exhale, slowly lower your straight legs. Take your arms up over the head. Very nice. Flex the feet, parallel feet for the roll up. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the head, tuck the chin. Roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Heeling off the mat. Reach forward, pulse twice. 1, 2. Tuck under the tail. How slow can you go? Can you dig into the back of your legs? Try not to move your legs. Rolling down, reaching back. Again, breathe in. Exhale, lift the weight of the head. Look to the toes. Roll up. Pull the ribs back. Pull the navel back. Reach forward. Pulse 1, 2. Tuck under. As if somebody is right there in front of your mat, holding your fingertips, holding your ankles. Good job. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale, lift the weight of the head. Tuck. Peeling off, rounding. As if there's something sitting in your lap, you have to lift up and over it. You're not collapsed. And then tuck under, reach. Feel the lumbar. Feel the mid-back. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, lift the weight of the head. Roll it up. Dive it forward, pulse it twice. Roll back down. Very nice. Arms to the side of the body. Squeeze the legs in together on your mat. Take the legs to tabletop and then extend them to the ceiling. Rolling over, take a breath in, bring the legs up and over the body. The first one's always hard. Try not to roll on your neck. Separate the legs shoulder width. Flex the feet. Slowly start to roll down through the ribs, not moving your legs. And then start feeling the lumbar. Sweep the legs together, point the toes. Go a little lower, lift the legs up and over. Parallel legs to the sky, the ceiling. Open the throat, keep the jaw off the chest. Separate, flex the feet. Press into the back of your arms. Use your hands on your mat. Start to roll down through the ribs. We went right into it. We've been practicing. Here we go again, up and over. Good job. Separate, flex, slowly roll back down. Now that was our rollover. We are going to transition into jackknife. Legs together. So we go up and over the same way. Now I want you to try to hold your pelvis here. From your femurs to your feet, I want you to extend towards the ceiling. Now I can't get a perfect extension, but that's okay. And I'm going to roll down my back, holding my legs there, and then finally lower the legs. 2 more. Legs come up and over. Same way as you did on the roller, but you're keeping your legs together. Now kick those legs up, and then slowly roll down through the ribs. Try not to move your legs. And then again back down. Lots of upper body work in there. One final jackknife. Here we go. Up and over. Roll over. And now kick to the sky. And slowly roll down. Control. From here, start to lift your head. Lift all the way up and over. And give yourself a nice stretch. Very good. From there, pick up your weights again. Bring your feet in again flat. Separate them about 1 foot distance. Take the hands back behind the legs just to start with the dumbbell in each hand. Tuck under. Come back about, I don't know, a third to half of the way. There's a wasp. I hope he stays away from me. Alrighty, so from here we're going to do some rotation. So we're going to reach our arms with the dumbbells. You can always put them down. I'm going to rotate away from you. Take that arm with me. Come back to the midline and alternate. And here's 3. Nice and slow. Scoop the belly. 4. 5, 6, good job. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep those dumbbells in your hands. Slowly roll down. Take the arms just up over the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the head. Imprint your lumbar and roll up halfway and hold. Now cross the dumbbells over your chest. And now from here, we're just going to rock 10 times on the tip of that tail. Really deeply in posterior tuck. Really deeply scooped. Inner transversus. Really pulling our ribs back. Really pulling our navel in. If you need your hands behind your thighs, that's okay. Let's do 4 more. These are tough. And 3. Doing so good. And 2. And we roll all the way down slowly. Very good. Nice. Take the weights, just rest them to the side of your body. Very good. We're going to go into now our lovely boomerang. So I'm going to start off in a supine position here on my back. I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left. We're going to do a rollover, just like you've done before. So take a breath in. On the exhale, float the legs up off the mat. Roll over into your nice lovely parallel positioning, and then switch the legs, whichever was crossed, switch, and then start to roll down through your mid-back. Now as soon as you get around that rib cage, start to lift up the head, and then rock yourself forward into a teaser position. Good. Now from here, I'm going to start to take my arms back as I fold my body forward and my legs come down. I'm going to grab my hands and reach and pull. Remember, you can do this. All right? And then we're going to start in the seated Neutral spine with the palms next to the body, elbows tucked back. We start by tucking under. We're going to start to press into our mat as our forearms come down. The legs travel up and over. We're going to go ahead and switch again. I'm going to start to just roll down through my ribs, keep the legs right there, knees above the nose, and then the head starts to roll, the shoulders. And then we come up and find teaser. And then I'm going to thread my hands back through to my back, grab, bow forward, bring the forehead towards the knees. And we're just going to do one more. Hands by those hips, tuck the tail. Start to roll down the lumbar, the thoracic, come up into your rollover. It gets easier as you go, and then switch the legs, point those toes. Now slowly roll down through that mid-back. Then start to roll up through the upper back. Find your teaser, fight for it, and now start to bring those arms into the body. Bring them behind you so your legs naturally go down and reach back and stretch. Very nice, good job. All right, so we are going to come over onto some side planks, grab a little water. All right, so I'm going to just start off on a forearm with the legs extended out to the side, stacked slightly forward from my pelvis. You can either be on the fist on the forehand or the palm. And we're just going to lift and lower the pelvis. So we're going to lift up 1 and 2. We're going to try to do 10, 3, 4. We're barely tapping. 5, 6, 7. Pull the belly in. 8, 9. On 10, you're going to hold right here. Now, see if you can take that arm up above your shoulder and hold. Lift up the hips for 3, 2, 1, and then bring the whole shape down. Very good. Rolling onto your stomach. We're going to do just baby swan here. So you're on your forearms, little sneak. Lift up through the chin. Draw the shoulders down. Pull the ribs up and in. Pull the navel up and in. Very good. And from here, you're going to bring the chest all the way down for swimming. Extend the arms wide into a D to the side, the corners of your mat. Extend the legs and separate them slightly. Pushing down the front of the hips. Lift up both straight arms 1 inch. Lift up both straight legs 1 inch. Lift up the chest and the ribs. Look up slightly and now flutter the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lift up the chest more. 4, 3, 2. Lift up more. 1. Hands come in. Lift up. Push back to child's pose. Exhale. Draw the chin down. Stretch the body long. Bring yourself up. Turning to the other side for the other side planks. On the forearm or the bottom arm, extend the legs, lift up out of your waist. We're going to lift and lower 10. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, here we go. 1, 2, we're barely tapping. 3, 4, 5, 6, how are we doing? 7, 8, 9, hold on 10. If you can, raise that arm up, lift up the hips, hold. Belly in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Turning back to your mat into prone. Very good. Pushing up into quadruped, but staying a little bit apart on the knees. Shoulders down. Extend one leg back. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Squeeze into your lats. We're going to lift that back leg 10 times. Squeezing, working through the glutes. We are breathing. Good job. 5 more right here. 5 and 4, 3, 2, hold up. Now in this position, circle 10. Now it doesn't matter which way you choose, you're going to do both directions. So imagine a wall's behind you with your big toe, you're drawing a circle. If you get a little wristy, you can try fists or you can try to come down on your forearms. And now switch to circle. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is not from your knee, it's from your femur. The leg is straight as can be. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the leg up. We're going to kick it to the side. 1. Make sure there's nothing there. 2. Look at that leg now. Sweep it to the other direction. 3. Look over the shoulder. 4, 5, 6. Keep it lifted. 7, booty work today. 8, 9, 10. Bring that knee down, other leg immediately goes back. Squeeze into lat, here we go, lift and lower. 1, 2, belly in. 3, 4, sunscreen in the eyes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it up, circle. 10. A little harder on this leg. 9, 8, 7. If it's not your dominant side, it kind of gets confused on choreography. I'm like, how do I move that side? Those little synapses don't fire as fast on the less dominant leg. Okay, so we did 10 circles one direction. Can we switch the circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it lifted. Keep it lifted. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Now lift it up. Now kick to the side. Look it to that foot. And then across the other shoulder. And 2, 3. Drawing a line on that wall. 4. Belly in. 5. Keep lifting out of the chest. 6, 7. Don't drop that leg. 8. Woo! 9, 10. Knee down. Oh, you deserve that child's posture right there. Yes, you do. Very good. Awesome. All right, so curl the toes under. We're going to go ahead and just kind of sit into our heels for a moment here. Draw the shoulders down. Very good. Press into the fingertips and the toes. Fold yourself in half. Look at those knees and just stretch the back of the legs for a moment. All right, and then if your weights are close by to you, go ahead and pick them up. And then as you roll up, you'll roll up with your weights. And then you'll roll down with your weights. We'll do 10 deadlifts, so rolling up. Tuck the chin, rolling down, scoop the belly. Rolling up, rolling down. Squeeze from the backs of the legs. This is not so much about using your arms. Your arms are just attached to your body at this point, and the weights are just giving them a little bit more, a little bit more work. Good, I'm gonna face forward for the last 4. Woo, sweat is dripping. 3, good work. 2 on the deadlift. 1, all the way up. Very good. Go wide second. You knew these pliés were gonna come eventually, right? So we are gonna work into the bicep curl. Plie combo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 10. 5, 6. You'll see how it goes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold your plie on this movement. Next movement here. Switch both dumbbells into your right hand. Open the chest. Hold the elbow in, but don't let it rest. And 10, single arm both dumbbells in one hand. Isometric static plie. Here is 4. Sink a little lower. 5. Sweating. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold that plie. Switch the weights. Here we go. Dumbbells other side for the bicep. 2. Belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come out of the plie. 1 dumbbell each hand. Plie. Pitch forward a little bit. Belly in. Shoulders low. Here we go for the fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repetition is good. 8, 9, 10. Basic stuff. We need it. Palms face you. You're still in a plie. You're still pitched forward. Row 1. Tap the weights here. 2. Belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Stand it up. All right. Weights in front of you here. We're just going to step to the right, to the center, to the right, to the center. Good. So I'm in a little knee bend. My pelvis is kind of back behind me as my torso again is slightly pitched forward. The belly is pulled in. We've got 4 more of these and a little bit of balance work. We're breathing. We didn't do as much cardio or high intensity today. Now hold here, extend this leg out. So you're at the edge of your mat, which you were going towards. Now, as you lift the leg, I'm gonna have you keep this other dumbbell here just to help balance. As you lift the leg, lift the arm for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This base leg is strong. 5 more. 4, 3, doing so good. 2, and 1. Very good. Now, turn the weights to face forward. Elbows are bent, kind of goalpost, and just lift up the leg on the outside and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Raise them up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys did awesome on that. Come back in the middle. Back into that baby squat. Weights right here. Elbows tucked in. We're going to step, tap, step, tap. 2, 3. Make it bigger. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got to go back one more time and hold. Very good. This weight's going to go here. I've got that inside leg that we were stepping from. We're going to lift it with the arm. 2, 3, 4. Balance work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Goalpost arms. Raise the leg. This is the tough one. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Extend the arms. 5. Raise it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring it down. Put those weights down. You guys did great. Good job. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and face away from the sun. We're going to do pigeon. My mat's getting pretty hot. So I want you to go ahead and roll down, shake out your head, okay, and then bend the knees. You're going to take your right leg in front of you. And what I want you to do is kind of bring your foot in towards the thigh behind you. So the knee is kind of at an angle. My palms are just going to kind of rest here for a moment as I kind of sink into the hip of the forward leg. Trying to open that hip. And I'm going to open my chest to get my back a little extension and hold here. Now if you do yoga, if you're very flexible, you can try to come down a little deeper. Just be cautious, and be cautious with your knee as well. Come down on your forearms. Sit into that hip a little deeper. And again, if you want to come down a little deeper, you can flatten out your palms. Bring your head down and hold here for 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to come back up on my palms, and I'm going to see if I can get that leg that was in front. I'm going to thread it through, bring that foot flat, and then I'm just going to go into the little hip flexor stretch on that back leg, raising the arm up, look up, lean back for 3, 2, 1, and then bring that shape down. Now I'm going to go ahead and thread this leg that's in front back, and we're going to do the pigeon on the other leg. So I'm going to bring the opposite leg in front. Kind of just arrange your body. Give yourself some time here. Feel this. This is perfectly okay to stay here. Otherwise, come down onto the forearm. This feels really good on that outer thigh and hip. Hold here for a moment. Allow the stretch to happen. Good job. And then separate the elbows maybe, and then bring the head down. And hold here. Very nice. And then lift yourself up. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that same leg that was in front, step it forward. I want a lot of space between my forward and back, my forward foot and back knee. And then the arm that's on the side, that's behind me, is reaching up. And we're going to hold this, 3, 2, 1, and bring that down. And then I'm going to kneel facing forward. I'm going to take one leg off to the side. That same arm on the extended leg is going to thread through the other arm. And we're going to stretch those adductors, those inner thighs for 3. Exhale, 2 and 1. Then come back to the center. I think this is a good Saturday workout. We didn't do too much cardio. So maybe you can go for, when it cools off, you can go for a long walk or a bike ride. I have friends going for bike rides or their inspirations, getting out there, exercising, staying mobile, moving. We need that. Be everybody else's inspiration, right? You can motivate your family. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and curl back onto those, roll back onto the toes and push up to standing, articulate up. Very nice. Take the feet wide second. Cross the forearms in front of the wrists. Bend your knees. Hold. Breathe in. Arms up. Switch. Exhale. Breathe in. Arms up. Switch. Exhale. 2 more. Breathe in. Arms up. Switch. Exhale. 1 more. Breathe in. Deeper, deeper. Look up. Good job. Lean back. Woo! And thank you. Thank you so much again for joining me. Hopefully this is a nice Saturday workout, not too intense. Just get your body moving. You guys are amazing. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend.